Good evening. This is the WJTS News on 18 WJTS TV. Local people watching local people. I'm Bill Potter. One man is dead and another is in jail after a shooting in Martin County. Martin County Sheriff deputies responded to a call of shots fired at a home on 827 Main Street in Shoals on Monday. When officers arrived, they found a man identified as 39-year-old Jeremy Jones of Shoals with a gunshot wound. He was pronounced dead at the scene. An initial investigation into the shooting indicates an altercation had taken place at the residence, which led to shots being fired. 22-year-old Keston L. Jones of Lagodi was immediately taken into custody and initially charged with murder and incarcerated in the Martin County Jail. There was no threat to the public and no other information is being released at this time. The investigation is ongoing. Walking through backyards landed a Jasper man in jail on several drug-related charges. Police responded to Dogwood Drive for reports of a suspicious man walking through the backyards of homes in the area on Monday evening. After searching the area, police found the man, 31-year-old Christopher Barrett, at the St. Charles Street and Northwood Avenue intersection. Police investigated and determined that Barrett was in possession of a syringe, a scale, and non-prescribed prescription drugs. He was arrested and booked into the Dubois County Security Center for possession of hypodermic syringe and possession of a legend drug, both felony charges, and one misdemeanor count of possession of paraphernalia. Lagodi Community School Corporation is altering its COVID-19 operation plan after seeing an increasing number of positive cases among students and staff. These changes include posting daily data of the COVID-19 cases on the school website. If any individual building reaches 6% of the student population testing positive for COVID-19, then all students, staff, and visitors in that building will be required to wear a face mask for the next 2 weeks. If any individual building reaches 9% of the student population testing for COVID-19, then all Lagodi students and staff in that building must move to a hybrid mode of instruction. If any individual building reaches 12% of the student population testing positive for COVID, then all those Lagodi students and staff in that building will move into a virtual model of instruction. Teachers will be teaching virtually and students will be logging in from home to access their classes. If you are not currently quarantined, the new guidelines established by the Lagodi School Board on August 23rd present additional options for you to a possible return to school at an earlier date if you do not have any symptoms, if you are not quarantined due to a positive COVID-19 case in your home. For more information, visit the Lagodi Community School Corporation website or Facebook page. And 3 other area schools have also decided to utilize their virtual learning option. Cannleton City Schools are now virtual through Tuesday, September 7th. Cannleton schools will be expected to log into Google Classroom and to check school email daily. Please communicate with your teachers via school email as often as needed. For now, sports will continue as scheduled. This could change at any moment, says the Cannleton Schools. Pike County School students at the middle school and high school will have e-learning days from today to August 27th. That is Friday. This is for those in 6th through 12th grades only. During this time in Pike County, students are still required to make contact with their classroom teachers during their regularly scheduled class periods. Students are allowed to pick up devices and textbooks between 8 and 3 p.m. daily at their building. Elementary school students will remain on the normal operation schedule. Rockport Elementary School is staying virtual in instruction for at least another week. As of Monday, school officials say 50% of students and staff are currently in quarantine. School officials say they plan to return to the classroom on August 30th with mask and social distancing measures in place. More information can be found on the Rockport Elementary School Facebook page. Holiday World and Splash and Safari is also making changes to ensure the safety of guests. The park is capping their daily attendance effective immediately and updating their hours for August 28th, September 4th, and September 5th. Guests who wish to purchase a single-day visit will need to purchase tickets in advance at holidayworld.com/tickets. Guests with tickets and season passes have guaranteed spots for the day, and there is no need for an additional reservation. The parks also announced that attractions and restaurant availability may be limited as many of their team members are students, teachers, and aides who have been asked to stay home for the protection of others. In addition, Holiday World recommends all guests wear face coverings while indoors, regardless of vaccination status. The park asks guests to please stay home if they are experiencing symptoms of COVID-19. You or someone in your travel party has been recently exposed to COVID-19, or you or someone in your travel party has been asked to quarantine by local health officials. Tickets can be changed to another date to accommodate by visiting guest relations during your visit. Every weekend through October 31st is packed with exciting events and activities during Kids World from August 28th through the September 19th, and Happy Halloween weekend September 25th to October 31st. Virtual visits with Santa and Splash and Safari will remain open through September 19th. And a road project will force some drivers to find an alternate route when going through Huntingburg next week. Norfolk Southern Crews will close the State Road 64 railroad crossing in Huntingburg between North Van Buren Street and North Jackson Street on or around Monday, August 30th, to resurface the crossing at this location. The road will be closed to all through traffic during the project. Work is expected to last for about 3 days, depending on weather conditions. Local traffic will still have access up to the point of closure. All through traffic should use the official detour following State Road 64, State Road 162, I-64, and State Road 161. St. Meinrad Archabbey has announced a $10 million campaign to renovate 2 buildings and establish 2 new programs. The Forward Together for the Life of the Church campaign was publicly announced at a special event on August 22nd at St. Meinrad. The campaign will help fund renovations to the Archabbey Library and St. Anselm Hall, as well as 2 other new initiatives. The first is the Center for Youth and Young Adult Evangelization, and the center's mission will be to engage young men and women in the Catholic Church in opportunities to grow in discipleship at every level. Secondly, relying on its tradition of excellence in chant and other sacred music, St. Meinrad will expand its current offerings to establish an Institute for Sacred Music. Vice President of Development Dwayne Schaefer reported that the campaign has already received gifts and pledges totaling just over $9 million. To learn more about the campaign or to make a gift, please visit stmeinrad.edu/campaign. And a well-known Jasper company is lending a helping hand to a local organization focused on child advocacy. Kimball Electronics has announced its commitment to donate $100,000 to the Southwestern Indiana Child Advocacy Center Coalition's $1.1 million capital campaign, also known as SWICAC. The capital campaign supports SWICAC's efforts to relocate its regional child advocacy center in Jasper to the former 5th Street School building. The move is expected to greatly enhance how SWICAC provides a safe reporting location for victims of child abuse through community-based multidisciplinary teams providing support, promoting justice, and helping prevent violence. The nonprofit organization, which formed in 2009, provides forensic interviewing services to children reporting abuse in Du Bois, Crawford, Davies, Martin, Orange, Perry, and Spencer counties. Well, that is a look at news. Now stay tuned. Brian Schwank pays his weekly visit to the Du Bois County Humane Society, followed by weather, sports, and WJTS Inform.